Not sure what the day is going to hold, but I'm currently exporting and uploading videos for next week. This morning I woke up from my bed, which is right here, looked out that window and saw this. I'm really glad we got to here yesterday, because driving in Nashville today, so I was looking out they have a balcony like right over there. It looks incredible, so I'm gonna go get a time lapse and honestly kind of maybe test the cold durability of this camera. Fun fact, I used to love this guy growing up, so she gave me this just because of that. Very kind. I'm uploading 2 videos and I have to come back here periodically and check to make sure the computer doesn't go to sleep. I don't know why it literally, I have it set to where it doesn't go to sleep when it's plugged in, but it still goes to. If you know how to do that, then please let me know, because I've googled it. I've done everything in the setting. It's not supposed to be doing that. If you know how to fix it, let me know, because I would love to. Currently 5 degrees outside, and I wanted to answer a question that I received. It'll be the coldest Q&A that maybe anybody's ever done. Probably not. So I've answered this question before, but because the answer is always kind of changing, I never mind re-answering the question. The question is, John, what do you use to record? I think I asked you a while back. So I'm assuming you mean recording drums, because it was on a drum video. I'll just start from the drums all the way to the entire signal chain going to the computer briefly, because it's freezing out here. So I use a Gretsch Renown kit for most of my stuff, and the main reason I use that is because they're really solid drums and the sustain on them is really good. And for recording, it's better to have more sustain than not enough. Just for post-processing and everything else. And then going through the microphones, again, I'll make a separate video on that, also just because the microphones are always changing. Go through the microphones to my interfaces, which I have 2, and they're connected via ADAT. The main one is a Focusrite Claret, and the secondary one is my old Pro 40. All the preamps on them sound really good and they're really clean, so until I find something better, I don't really see the need to upgrade. If you're in the market for a interface, I highly recommend Focusrite. They're pretty affordable and the preamps are really clean. And the customer service is great. There was one time I had to send my Pro 40 in, and they actually sent me a brand new Pro 40 for free. They paid for the shipping, and they sent me a new cable too. Great customer service. From the interfaces, then it goes into my Pro Tools template, and basically my Pro Tools template just has a couple of light plugins on there. I'm using the SSL E channel mostly just to get rid of boxiness. And that's gonna be for most of, if not all the drums. They're gonna be going through the E channel. And then on the kick drum, I'm actually using the CLA drums, but only for my outer kick, and I'm adding a little bit of sub, and that basically just gives me a little more boominess, and it makes the kick drum a little more tight. Basically, it makes the frequencies for the boominess pop just a little bit, but not making it to where it sounds flubby, if that makes sense. Only drummers are gonna know these terms. And then after that, it just gets exported. So that's basically it in a nutshell. So Gretsch Renown drums, Focusrite interfaces, and Pro Tools DAW. Back inside, I'm freezing right now. The camera's not doing too good either. 5 degrees. Just almost slipped. It's icy. I can't see a thing right now. When Savannah plays video games, 90% of the time she's playing with her brothers, and this is their gaming setup. He's also teaching her a few tricks. Josh, you should make a gaming YouTube channel, like a Fortnite YouTube channel. So your level like restarts every time there's a new season, but I'm assuming the account level doesn't restart.
Nope. Yeah.
So he's level 1,000. He's pretty good. So I got a question on Instagram from an old video, and I figured I would answer it down here while they're playing video games in the background. This is the elevation for, yeah. So that video was an elevation when I was. It's an old video, but that was one that I posted when I was back at Elevation playing, and the song we're playing is Grateful, I think. The hits in that song they're probably some of my favorite that I've ever played. But anyway, the question was, what is the box like right next to your laptop? And basically what that is that's a switcher that like I manually switch, and what it does is when you're at like a campus that's not at Ballantyne, you have two separate feeds going. You have your local feed, and you guys are like leading locally going from my laptop, and then you have, they call it point to point or link or whatever, and basically that's a feed going from the broadcast campus to you. So basically how it works, and the reason we need the switcher is typically on a Sunday they'll do, like if it's a 4-song set, the first 3 songs up top will be led locally, and then the transition from the 3rd to the 4th song is when you'll uplink or link to Ballantyne or whatever campus is broadcasting that Sunday, and that's what that box is for. That box will basically take that feed and broadcast it to everybody with in-ears and stuff, so we can hear the MD and the click tracks and anything else like the worship leader from the broadcast campus in our ears. So short answer, it's basically just a switcher to go from playing locally to linking up with Ballantyne at our broadcast location. Kind of cool-ish, maybe, if you're into that. I don't know. I don't really know. You know, I didn't go on a run this morning. And me, growing up, I spent a lot of time outside. Like, I was the kid that would ride around in the cul-de-sac on the bike or the scooter or just whatever. I spent a lot of time outside. And as I get older, I'm figuring out that me being outside is an important part of, like, a routine. And if I don't get that, then I don't get, like, grumpy. I just don't have as good of a day. And because I didn't run this morning because of the cold and it being 5 degrees outside, I keep coming outside hoping that it's going to be a little bit warmer, and it's not. It just gets colder and colder, but I keep coming out here hoping that hopefully that doesn't make me sound crazy. The excuse for coming out here this time was to make sure that to check to see if I had something in the car. I didn't really care if I needed or had anything in the car. I just I wanted an excuse to come out here. I was actually looking for this yesterday, so it's a case to my glasses. I'm glad I came out here for more reasons than one. All right, I better go inside before I freeze, literally. I'm editing this video right now. Do you like the music in this video? It's a little different. I'm kind of like on the fence. I think I like it. Let me know in the comments. I think I like it.